Hey guys, this is Carlos, and today we're going to be unboxing a new Fender Rumble 15. It's a 15 watt little practice bass amp for home use. You wouldn't be able to practice with other instruments, I don't think, with drums and all that. So this is for home use only. I just got it from Amazon. I paid something like 85 bucks, I think. That's including the shipping and all that. I looked at little bass amps like this one in Craigslist and in pawn shops, and what I found is that they were around $70, give or take. And again, I paid about $85 for this one. Now the downside of buying, maybe you can find really good things at pawn shops and things, but for something that has electronics, I don't think I would recommend it. The savings really wouldn't have been that great for something that could go wrong. Maybe it doesn't work all that well, or just looks really bad, in bad shape or something. And again, for something like $20 more, I bought a new one, meaning that if anything's wrong with it, I can always send it back. They can switch it for another one, or if worse comes to worse, I can get my money back altogether. So I think that's a better investment. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I will be opening this box and show you what it looks like. Speaking of the box, it looks a little beat up. I think that's the guys from UPS that mishandled it a little bit. Hopefully the inside is not damaged, and again, if worse comes to worse and it was damaged, then the upside is that I can always send it back and get a new one. So anyway, I will open the box and show you what it looks like, and more importantly, what it sounds like. Alright guys, so this is what the little Fender Rumble 15 looks like. It's 15 watts, not 15-inch speaker, so don't get confused by that. It looks really nice. I like the old style. It's not like the one that has the black letters that say Fender. This is something a little nicer in my opinion, but I guess that's subjective. Anyway, it says 5 years warranty, and that's exactly what I was talking about. Buying an old one from a pawn shop, I only would have saved something like 20 bucks, and I don't think it's worth it, because if anything's wrong with it, you can't really take it back in those places. Whereas buying it new, then it's under warranty, and they're pretty good at switching it if it's broken or anything's wrong with it. So, and yeah, and it looks new too, which is always nice. I don't think you want one that looks really old and beat up and dirty and all that stuff. All right, so now let's look at the controls over here. Well, first I wanted to show you the back, what it looks like. It's covered, and the on switch is in the back as well. Now, as far as the controls, we got the input, volume, bass, mids, treble, all that stuff. And then you get the auxiliaries, so you can put in your CD player or MP3 player, or even something from your phone with the right cable and everything. And then you get the something for headphones. I'm sure that you can practice at home with this little guy without making too much noise and bothering the neighbors. But if you really need it to be super quiet, you can always try the headphones, and you couldn't hear anything or bother anyone. So anyway, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna plug in one of my basses and let's try it. By the way, my bass that I'm gonna be plugging in, it's an active pickup type of bass. So I don't know what difference that makes versus a passive. I don't see in this configuration, I don't see any other inputs but one. Sometimes with the bigger amps you get the two types for active and passive. In this case, I guess it won't make much of a difference, but anyway, there's only one. But let's give it a try. Let's see what it sounds like. Hopefully we get a good sound out of it. Again, it's not going to be very loud, but for home use, for a little practice, writing songs, things like that, it should be enough. All right. All right, guys, so we're going to be turning it on now that I'm all plugged in. Let's see what it sounds like. Obviously, all the knobs and things are all the way down right now. Starting. Getting a little bass, mid. If you can hear, there's a little bit of buzzing noise with the treble all the way up. Just brought it down to the middle. Sounds pretty good, except for that little buzzing noise, which is a little bothersome, but Not super loud as long as you don't put the treble all the way up, but it's got a good volume for being 15 watts, I think. I think it was a good purchase. Again, my bass is active, so I don't know if that's helping a little bit with the volume, but all in all, I think it's going to be great for practicing at home. The lows are good. So are the highs. Not bad. I think this is louder than I expected it to be. My wife is not going to be all that happy because she really wanted me to get something small. She said, I do have a bigger amp obviously for playing shows and things, but she said don't get anything too big because I don't want you to bother me so much with the noise. But I'm kind of happy that she's going to be a little bothered. I mean, this is a little louder than I expected it to be. I'm not even halfway up in the volume, so this is going to be good. I think I'm going to have fun. So anyway, without further ado, I'll just try a little bit of notes over here just for you to get the lows and the highs. Let's try something fast picking. Let's see how that works. Being solid state, I think that's going to be a fast response. Not bad. It doesn't rattle or anything. Highs, we went over those. I hear a little bit of noise. Oh, I think it's this thing here, the tag. Let's try that again. Pretty good. Getting a little bit of distortion. I brought all the bass all the way up, and that's when we start hearing a little distorted here. I don't think we even need to do that. Again, I'm not going to be playing any concerts or anything with this thing, so probably for the sake of saving the life of the amp and the speaker and everything, we don't want to get past half. That's pretty punchy already for this type of amp, for the size, and if it's going to save the speaker from breaking, we probably don't want to do anything higher than that, and there's no need to really. Again, it sounds pretty good as is. The mids all the way down and all the way up. Yeah, I think they balanced this pretty good. If you put everything in the middle, I think you get the best sound possible. It's clear, still punchy, and less noisy. So yeah, I think that's my take on it. I'm going to be playing with it all day today, see what I can come up with. If there's anything else that I need to comment further, I will. And then later I'm going to make another video to review it, maybe once I've played with it after a few days. See if there's anything that I find that I don't like about it, or something that I discover that it's great. But so far so good. Again, I just got this maybe like half an hour ago, so I haven't had much of a chance to play with it, but hopefully it'll be a good purchase. It looks like it will be. All right, thanks for watching, guys.